Good morning, everyone. My hope is that we can get this through before it starts raining. So, again, good morning, and my name is Terry Sable. I'm a state representative that represents the Muskegon area for the 92nd House District. Thanks for coming out to talk about this stuff today with us. And it's actually stuff that a lot of people don't like to talk about, which is job losses and layoffs, plant closings, shipping jobs overseas, the economic uncertainty that comes with all that, and the inability to count on a steady income and to plan for the future to take care of your family when those things happen. We're here to talk about those things because we really should be paying more attention for our Michigan workers when they face this temporary loss of income when these unemployment issues come forward. So because we're supposed to have a system that supports you when employers make decisions that ultimately impact you and your family, whether it's a layoff, relocation, or closing up shop altogether. When that system works, it should, as it should, it enables you to financially stay afloat until you can find that new job. But the current statutes, when it comes to unemployment, are really outdated and very inadequate. So meaning that all too often, even when somebody wants to go back to work, losing that job is just not only a temporary setback, but it really derails people's lives and families' lives. So we're here to stop that from happening today. Michigan's unemployment rate is slowly inching upward, with downsizing in critical areas like manufacturing and retail. The Great Recession cost hundreds of thousands of Michiganders their jobs through no fault of their own. Now many economists are predicting that having the conversations about the potential for another national recession. And while they're saying over and over again that we're not ready, economic performance is really cyclical. So even if it doesn't happen tomorrow or next week or next month, it's going to happen. It always does. We're going to make sure that Michiganders have the financial protections when a financial emergency strikes. So to talk more about the specifics of our package, I'd like to turn it over to State Representative Donna Lisinski.
Thank you, Representative Sable. And thank you all for being here with us today. I'm Representative Donna Lisinski. I represent the communities of Dexter, Chelsea, Manchester, Whitmore Lake, and Saline. So I find it unbelievable in a state that's known for its honest, hardworking people, in a state where our culture was shaped by factory workers who know what it's like to come home at 8 a.m. in the morning after working a third shift. Workers that know what it's like to have a plant close through no fault of their own. We fall behind every other Midwestern state in support for workers when they lose their jobs. Again, these are decisions that the workers don't have a part in. Plants closing, plants moving outside of the state. And we often hear so much these days about our critical skilled labor shortage. So when every other state around us offers an unemployment package that is more attractive to people who are looking for work, people who are engaged in work that is defined by its cyclical nature, how do we expect to retain and keep the talent and fill the shortages we have for the best carpenters, the best electricians, the best operating engineers, and when they know that it's better to look for work in Ohio rather than Michigan? So what this package does is that in 2021, it will restore the weekly benefit rate indexing formula. And what that means is we used to pay 58% of what someone's average paycheck was. But almost 10 years ago now, we decided to go to a flat rate payment that never kept up with inflation or with pay rates. So that's why our legislation will increase our weekly maximum benefit rate to $542 in 2020, putting on average an extra $180 back in to the wallets of Michiganders who are looking for work while still trying to take care of their families and themselves. Now the flip side of that, or the other side of that, is that a recent CNN article pointed out what many young families know, and that's that child care can be the equivalent of a mortgage payment. So the next thing that this package takes care of is that it restores the weekly amount per dependent from $6 to $20 to reflect the realities of modern day families. Perhaps most critically, the other aspect of this is that we are the only Midwestern state that fails to provide at least 26 weeks of unemployment pay benefits to workers. After the legislative majority in 2012 cut the system, the duration of benefits was cut from 26 weeks to 20 weeks. These few weeks can make the difference between a family having the freedom to find a new job and losing their home. And that is unacceptable in the state of Michigan. Again, this package is about restoring the benefits that were cut under a legislative majority. And restoring these benefits will allow workers to focus and put food on the table. It keeps people actively looking for work. It keeps the talented labor we need in the state to fill critical shortages. And ultimately, it keeps our economy moving forward. Darren Camilleri.
Thank you, Rep. Sabo and Rep. Lazinski. My name is Darren Camilleri. I represent House District 23 in the southern suburbs of Detroit, so Brownstown, Woodhaven, Trenton. Tens of thousands of Michiganders were falsely accused of unemployment fraud by a faulty computer system. Millions more had their private data exposed by a security breach in the program. While money was allocated last session to guaranteeing due process for those appealing fraud charges and requiring state agencies to help restore the credit of those individuals who had their financial information, these were innocent people forced into bankruptcy by a system that the state was responsible for, which means that we're responsible for them now. Good government helps guarantee families have the resources that they need to build a life that works for them. It's to catch you when you fall, but it doesn't always provide the support that it should. Our legislation would ensure that these supports that are needed in place and put them, that these supports that are needed in place to help our state's hardworking men and women get back on their feet and back to work, protecting their families and their pocketbooks on the way there.